Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
A pair of big breaking news stories here at 5. Michigan's ban on flavored e-cigarettes is put on hold by a judge's order.
And the weeks-long battle to keep a teenager on life support despite his being declared brain dead has ended.
For several weeks now, the family of 14-year-old Bobby Reyes has been looking for any alternative to disconnecting his life support.
Now that fight has come to an end. To the heartbreak of so many who rallied around Bobby's family, Paula Tutman live at U of M Hospital tonight, where it's been a difficult day for everyone involved. Paula.
It's been a difficult couple of weeks. I think your heart can go out to anybody who was touched by this family or who touched this child, the family members, the supporters, even the hospital. 14-year-old Bobby Reyes was removed from life support, his mother says, at 2 o'clock this afternoon, after the family has fought valiantly with pure faith in miracles that finding more time would somehow reverse the fact that he was pronounced brain dead, first on September 25th and a second time today at 11:36.
I left it because I can't watch them do it. They issued the death certificate, and when they did the second test at 11:36, well, we told them not to do that test. We didn't give our permission for them to do that test. They did it anyways.
The Downriver teen suffered a severe asthma attack and cardiac arrest. He was transferred to Mott Children's in Ann Arbor, where the family created an entire virtual support community with a picture and a plea to keep Bobby on life support until the family could find a facility or a hospital willing to keep him on indefinitely without challenge.
This could be the people in my family. This could be my 16-year-old nephew who has asthma. This could be her son.
A written statement from the hospital reads in part, our healthcare team at Michigan Medicine extends our deepest condolences to the family of Bobby Reyes in this heartbreaking situation. A second brain death examination was conducted late this morning, and Bobby was pronounced dead. Mechanical ventilation was discontinued after the family gathered in the patient's room. Just a few moments ago, Sarah emerged from the hospital, spent and heartbroken.
Bobby's handprint in his hair, some of his hair. Crosses he held in his hands, and some of his hair. That's what I'm leaving with. My heart's broke. I'll never be the same.
Of course, this entire family will never be the same. I understand that most of the family members were with Bobby just before he was disconnected from life support. Keep in mind, he has 4 other siblings, including a twin brother. Guys?
Yeah, really tough. You just wish that family all the peace in the world. All right. Paula, thanks.
All right, our other big breaking story at 5 involves vaping.
A judge has temporarily blocked Governor Whitmer's ban on flavored e-cigarettes. Priya Mann is live with the reason why and how the governor's already firing back on this. Priya?
Yeah, Jason, it didn't take long for the governor to hit back. In a statement, she says this decision is wrong. It misreads the law and sets a dangerous precedent of a court second-guessing the expert judgment of public health officials dealing with a crisis. I plan to seek an immediate stay and go directly to the Supreme Court to request a quick and final ruling. Meanwhile, at businesses across the state, including the vape shop here in Hazel Park, the shelves have been empty, but now there are folks back here buying some of these cigarettes, and you can see that sign. Sir, if you could just move for a quick second. This is the sign that says it all. Business owners liquidating as this ban works its way through the courts.
Everything was empty until about 30 minutes ago. Like, this shop had nothing in it. We couldn't sell anything, you know.
Pete Calkins says Governor Whitmer's ban on flavored e-cigarettes would shut his business down.
I mean, I was scared. This was my life savings. I invested in this place, and I was losing it all.
The ban went into effect October 1st and is being challenged in state and federal courts. The lawsuit was filed by vaping business owners, and on Tuesday, a judge in the Michigan Court of Claims granted a preliminary injunction.
There's so many mixed emotions going through me right now. It's just amazing. I'm just happy that I can stay open and help people still.
In her ruling, the judge said there was evidence the flavored vaping ban would result in adults going back to more harmful tobacco products.
We had plenty of customers say that if they can't get e-juice, they're going to go back to smoking.
Governor Whitmer said the ban was necessary because more young people were vaping and there was an increase in vaping-related illnesses.
This is a health crisis that we're confronting.
But users argue that increase was not tied to flavored nicotine devices, but to ones with THC. The injunction bans the state from enforcing its rules until further order from the court.
I mean, I lost a ton of money, but at least I gained a little bit back. So now we can actually be back in business and make money and help people like we want to do.
Now, the governor's ban went into effect mid-September, but she did give businesses about 2 weeks to start enforcing it. Well, the judge said that delay actually undermined the government's position that there was an emergency ruling in place. And so now the governor, as you heard, she plans to go to the Supreme Court. Meanwhile, businesses like this, they're back open. Reporting live from Hazel Park, I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.
All right, Priya. Well, yeah, those temperatures are falling, but boy, when the sun comes out, it sure does make a difference.
It does. It makes you feel better all over. All right, let's check in with Ben, see how the rest of the day and night shaping up, Ben.
Yeah, guys, for most of us, it is still a fantastic afternoon, but we're watching a thunderstorm, and a pretty decent sized one at that, moving through the southern part of Genesee County. The lightning strikes have faded somewhat, but this has got a little bit of height on it. In fact, that last snapshot shows that the thunderstorm is about at 30,000 feet, so fairly medium-sized storm. It's not severe. We don't expect it to be, but there are going to be some lightning strikes and downpours as that continues moving northeast through Genesee County and eventually north of 69 into Lapeer County. Temperatures still going to hold on to the 60s through 8 o'clock, believe it or not, considering a lot of us were at the freezing mark this morning, down into the 50s tonight, and we'll pretty much stay there tomorrow, but the wind is coming back, so we'll look at that coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
Day 30 on the picket line for UAW GM rank and file, and there is a glimmer of hope it all could end soon. GM's top executives made an appearance in the negotiating rooms today, and the UAW is setting the table for its own leadership to discuss a deal. Local 4 business editor Rod Maloney is live downtown with the latest. And Rod, is there really reason for optimism this time?
Well, there is some reason for optimism, Jason, but I want to make sure we are clear that there is no tentative agreement yet. They're still talking up here in the towers at the RenCen. But there are a lot of people looking at this going, well, the tea leaves are shaping up nicely and want to be optimistic about it. And when you consider that Mary Barra and GM President Mark Royce went into the negotiating table, trying to push the ball over the goal line, well, it does look good. A CEO in the negotiating room is not unusual, yet in this instance, Mary Barra's second appearance in a week shows a sense of urgency on her part. The company's lost more than $1 billion, and it's obvious she wants to staunch the bleeding. Out on the picket line, to some, it's a positive signal. UAW Local 909 member Jim Poor worked at the now shuttered Warren transmission plant. His next job is at Flint Truck Assembly, and he's convinced.
It's coming to an end. I think they're going to solve something. I don't know what it'll be. We don't know how it'll be good for us. It might be good for us. We don't know. But it's going to end Thursday.
Over at the Detroit Hamtramck plant picket line, there's similar optimism. UAW Local 22 electrician Paul Raditz.
I think it would be over soon. I really do. I think, well, probably by Monday, I think it'll be done.
They also made that assertion based on knowing UAW local presidents and committee chairpersons received this letter last night, summoning them all from all across the country to the RenCen for a meeting Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Former GM negotiator Arthur Schwartz carries a similar optimism about that Thursday meeting.
The optimistic me hopes that they're near a settlement and they're bringing them in to give them what the settlement is.
Oh yeah, very happy. Very, looking forward to the next chapter in life.
Well, okay, that's the optimistic side. There are those who are not so optimistic, and there are reasons to look at it in the other way. Coming up on Local 4 News at 6, we'll take a look at that. Reporting live downtown, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, Rob, we'll see you then. Well, on paper, this was last night's matchup on Monday Night Football. The Detroit Lions against the Green Bay Packers.
But at times it felt more like this. Yes, Lions fans complaining about officiating has become a tired trope. But this time support is pouring in from beyond the fan base. And Bernie, even the NFL's front office, they are having a hard time defending last night's officiating.
Right. The only thing I can say is give them a little credit because they're saying it was bad. It was a blown call, but this is not going to make anyone feel any better about what happened. But the league's vice president of operations said a short time ago the second hands to the face call against Trey Flowers should not have been called. So, okay, NFL, you're forgiven. Not. Meanwhile, Steve Garagiola has some of this city's reaction to this latest meltdown.
Lions fans buzzing this morning about how their team lost last night. Yes, they only scored 1 touchdown, but the consensus is the referees helped the Packers a little bit too much. The game ended the way too many Lions games end, with bitter disappointment.
And there it is. Walk it off and win it.
Lions fans are mostly upset about the way it happened.
Illegal use of hands to the face, defense, number 90.
The face mask thing,
I think we got ripped off.
The call was hands to the face against Trey Flowers twice. The first one nullified a sack.
Terrible call. Terrible time for the call as well.
Yeah, because 3 plays later, Rodgers threw a touchdown pass. Even the game announcers thought the Lions got ripped off last night.
And I think that's why we're all a little bit disgruntled about how the game is being officiated, and some of the plays are costing teams games with the wrong calls.
Mild-mannered Barry Sanders, who never gets riled up, tweeted, "That is sickening. The NFL needs to look at a way to prevent that from happening. 2 phantom hands-to-the-face calls really hurts us tonight."
Lions usually cannot catch a break even when they're playing well, unfortunately.
This morning, even the Michigan State Police got involved, tweeting a bulletin for an officiating crew wanted for larceny. Of course, there's no denying the Lions offense had the ball 11 times and scored just 1 touchdown. And mistakes like a delay of game penalty at the 3-yard line sure didn't help. The bottom line of the story is a familiar refrain.
Yeah, they get so close. So close.
Every Lions fan I talked to this morning agrees the referees stole that game. Hey, big fella, what do you think? Oh, yeah, he says too many bad calls. I'm Steve Garagiola, Local 4.
You're right.
Don't put yourself in that position. You had plenty of opportunities getting down there, getting in the end zone. You don't have the refs. You can have the refs. You know, they can call for dinner at that point. They don't have to worry about anything else.
Now they got to move on. Move on to Minnesota.
We'll see in a little bit.
Okay.
Still ahead, bizarre behavior inside a Detroit convenience store. What this man was throwing that has police looking for him.
Plus, 6 people in a Detroit home rushed to the hospital with carbon monoxide poisoning. Up next, how they're doing and what investigators are blaming for that leak.